Welcome to Anime Fix's 20-minute recap series. Give a like if you want to see a more in-depth version. Today, we're diving into the incredible world of Mashle. Set in a magical world in which an individual's position within society is defined by their power and skill with magic, Mash Burndead is a young man without so much as an ounce of magic in his blood. In a magical world, nothing like Harry Potter, Mash, an unnaturally strong non-magic cream puff loving human, lives with his father, Regro, deep in the forest. Mash, oblivious to social norms, accidentally destroys their door, infuriating his father. Trying to put the door back, he breaks it even more. His father heads out for the day, and Mash ventures into the city against Regro's warnings. The city, fueled by magic, baffles Mash, who encounters hate due to his lack of magical markings. Meanwhile, Brad, an envious Bureau of Magic employee, learns about a non-magical child in the city. Mash in the city faces confrontations with a disgruntled drunken loser of an officer, Terry, and catches the attention of Brad, who sends magical surveillance to track them. Returning home, Mash faces consequences from Regro and notices Brad's magical surveillance. When Brad and his team break in and explain that they hunt down people with inferior blood of no magic users so that magical society can flourish, Mash defends Regro, literally slapping the shit out of the magical officer, showcasing unexpected physical prowess. Brad, dismissing Mash's abilities, engages in a magical duel, underestimating Mash's resilience. Mash, using unconventional methods, dribbling, juggling, and digging spells, and surprises Brad by thwarting magical attacks. As the confrontation intensifies, Mash, borrowing Regro's wand, stuns Brad by using it as a projectile, and in a tense moment, Mash warns Brad against threatening his family. Brad recognizes Mash's strength, proposing a deal. Enroll in Hogwarts, the magic school, and become a divine visionary, and gain societal acceptance to ensure their safety. Mash reluctantly agrees, driven by the desire for a peaceful life with Regro. In the prestigious Easton Magic Academy, an exam for school candidates begins. Renowned for producing magic realm pillars, Mash, an unconventional candidate, catches the attention of Claude Lucci. Despite Mash's peculiar focus on physical training before the entrance exam, Claude dismisses him as a slacker. During the exam overseen by Claude, Mash surprises everyone by effortlessly solving enchanted test papers, getting frustrated with the words moving on the page, ordering the words on the page to stop moving and showcasing physical feats. Claude introduces a maze challenge, recruiting Lemon to hinder Mash. However, Mash, unfazed by obstacles and traps, overcomes each challenge efficiently. Lemon's attempt to impede Mash binding his hands and feet together fails, as he unexpectedly saves her from a perilous situation. Claude, intent on Mash's failure, witnesses him breaking through maze walls, surprising everyone. Frustrated, Claude decides to fail both Mash and Lemon. Mash confronts Claude, breaking his wand, prompting the Academy headmaster, Wahlberg, to intervene. Wahlberg re-evaluates Mash in a final interview, questioning his motives for choosing the Academy and his actions during the exam. As Mash answers candidly, Wahlberg tests him with a dangerous soul transfer magic, threatening Regro. Mash, determined to protect his family, attempts to stop the spell physically. Wahlberg acknowledges Mash's sincerity and, impressed by his resolve, welcomes him to the Academy. Classes begin, but Mash's reliance on physical strength frustrates his magic-centric teachers. Finn, initially skeptical of Mash, finds himself rooming with him. Despite the odd introduction, Finn hopes for a peaceful school life. However, Mash's curiosity about becoming a divine visionary sets them on an unexpected journey, marked by unique challenges and cream puffs. During broom riding class, Mash mistakenly brings a burdock instead of a broom, leading to an amusing mix-up. In the subsequent flying exercise, students command their brooms to fly, but Mash's broom doesn't budge initially. Facing ridicule from another student, Mash uses his strength to make the broom obey his command, surprising his classmates. The teacher announces a broom race, and Mash is challenged by a confident student. Whoever wins has to obey the other's command till graduation. Despite doubts about Mash's ability, he finishes the race at an extraordinary speed, setting a new record. The defeated student drops the bet, but another student, Lloyd Cavell, takes an interest in Mash, setting the stage for a potentially troublesome relationship. Lloyd befriends Mash, promising to help him become a divine visionary. However, Lloyd's intentions become manipulative as he exploits Mash, ordering him to perform various tasks. Finn, Mash's friend, becomes a victim of Lloyd's magical coercion. Mash, unaware of Finn's predicament serving Lloyd, continues to follow Lloyd's commands until a breaking point is reached. After discovering the pathetic boy's suffering, Mash confronts Lloyd, leading to a violent altercation. The vice principal, Farman Kregos, intervenes, and Mash's actions put him at risk of expulsion. In a bold move, Mash resists Farman's magical punishment and stands against the unfair treatment of social status. This defiance, however, escalates the conflict. Wahlberg, the headmaster, intervenes and decides not to expel Mash, stopping the Bureau of Magic's interference. Wahlberg explains the path to becoming a divine visionary through earning coins. Mash, overwhelmed by information, collapses but is determined to collect coins. Wahlberg expresses faith in Mash's potential to overcome challenges. Mash's popularity grows among students for standing up against Lloyd and Farman. Tom Knowles invites Mash to represent Adler Dorm in a duello match, a popular broom riding sport. Despite Mash's inability to ride a broom, Tom insists on his participation. During the duello match, the Idoit stands still on the ground as he can't fly. Tom, the captain of Adler Dorm, realizes he forgot to explain the game rules to Mash. The objective is to control the ball midair and pass it through a ring for points, with no magic allowed. Lang Dorm takes the lead, but Mash decides to participate and surprises everyone by jumping and floating in the air using his leg strength. He scores numerous points, leading Adler Dorm to a victory with 999 points to Lang's 60. Mash and the team receive a silver coin, and Tom, happy with Mash's performance, hugs him. The following day, Tom invites Mash to duello practice, and Lemon also joins, wanting to study with Mash. Uninterested, Mash seeks Finn's help, but Finn pretends to be asleep. Lance Crown, a top student from the entrance exam with 2 markings, approaches them and suggests doing something fun. Lance uses a magical bottle to trap Tom, Lemon, and Finn inside. He challenges Mash to a bet, wagering their silver coins in a match. The narrator goes on to explain 2 marking people are considered chosen by magic, having stronger magic than normal magicians. Mash faces Lance in a duel in a forest, where Lance quickly gains the upper hand using his Graviol magic. Mash, determined to fight without magic, manages to resist Graviol and starts a counterattack. The fight intensifies, and Mash discovers a pendant with a picture of a young girl. Assuming Lance is a lolicon, Lance clarifies it's a sister complex and demands the pendant back. The confrontation leads to a philosophical discussion about the most important thing in the world. Lance drops the magical bottle off a cliff, and Mash, using hamstring magic, rescues it.
I'll do hamstring magic.
I've never heard of any spell like that.
Big Bang Dash.
Lance is astonished and reveals his motivation. His sister Anna is suffering from an incurable disease, and Lance aims to become a divine visionary to change the system and save her. Despite their differences, Mash suggests stopping the fight, and Lance agrees, giving Mash a silver coin as promised. Mash releases Tom, Lemon, and Finn, and regrets not doing it back at the academy. The school is split into 3 houses: Adler, Orca, and Lang. In the midst of the forest exercise, tensions escalate when Silva, a troublesome student from Lang, confronts Mash and initiates a scuffle. However, Lance intervenes, diffusing the situation. Lance's realization about Mash's intense look being about a cream puff adds a humorous twist to the moment. Lance attempts to collaborate with Mash, but the mushroom head ventures off independently. Meanwhile, Dot, aiming to prove his worth, encounters Mash but is taken aback when Mash silences him with a slap. In a surprising turn, Dot shifts his focus to aid a distressed girl, Lauren Cabas, showcasing his bravery by standing up against an aggressor. Lauren, while appreciative, finds Dot's behavior odd, but indulges his antics while trying to maintain her composure. She reveals her magical ability to influence attraction, attempting to charm both Dot and Mash, but to no avail as Mash remains unaffected. Concerned about Silva's threats towards her, Dot leaps to confront Silva, resulting in a clash initiated by Dot's explosive magic to no effect. As the skirmish intensifies, Silver retaliates with his own powerful magic, causing a chaotic moment where Mash's cream puff gets knocked down, adding a whimsical touch to the unfolding events. The scuffle between Dot and Silver reaches a critical point, highlighting the difference in their magical skills. During the forest clash, Dot steps in to protect Lauren from Silver's threats. Silver proposes a challenge: endure 5 hits to spare Lauren. Dot agrees, but Silver includes Mash in the deal, despite Mash being unrelated to the situation. Dot says he'll take all the hits. Silver strikes Dot multiple times, but Dot stands, determined by Lauren's tears. However, Silver attacks again, and as Dot collapses, he urges Mash to flee with Lauren. Unexpectedly, Silver and Lauren betray Dot, ridiculing and attacking him further. Mash intervenes, silencing Silver with a thrown cream puff and demanding his turn in the challenge. Elsewhere, Lance's group worries about Mash's safety amid varied magical abilities, especially if Mash fights Silver, a formidable red mage known for combat prowess. In the showdown, Silver attacks Mash relentlessly, but Mash counters with his powerful strikes. Eventually, Mash subdues Silver with tricep magic, showing mercy on Silver despite Lauren's shock and deception. He surprises her with a suplex, treating everyone equally, and gains a gold coin. Later, Mash reunites with his impressed companions. Lance hints at Langdorm's motives and a potential conflict over coins. Mash recalls being assigned their house by a unicorn due to thoughts of cream puffs he was placed in Adler. Lance warns against Lang's elite group, Magia Lupus. They want to collect all the gold coins. The next day, Mash faces a door, unsure how to open it. Meanwhile, Silver faces Abel's disappointment, transforming him into a doll as a consequence. Just as Mash breaks the door, trying to enter, casually questioning Abel's interaction with a doll as he enters the scene. In Magia Lupus's stronghold, Mash confronts Abel, the leader, after inadvertently finding himself there. Abel questions Mash about his desire to become a divine visionary, emphasizing their role as vessels of God's divinity. Mash, sincere and straightforward, explains that he wishes for a peaceful life with his family. Abel, however, sees Mash's words as a challenge to the natural order, asserting that humanity has thrived by exploiting the weak. Abel offers Mash a deal: surrender his gold coin, and he'll be allowed to leave unharmed. Mash refuses, leading to an altercation. Abel activates a puppet controlled by Silver, but Mash quickly disposes of it, reverting Silver to human form. Despite his initial ease, Mash is caught off guard by a larger puppet, which snatches his gold coin and tosses it to Abel. Unfazed, Mash decides to prioritize helping Silver over retrieving the coin. Later, Abel realizes something is amiss when he inspects the puppet and finds a missing button. Lovecute, a Magia Lupus member, witnesses the incredible feat Mash performed during the scuffle, using his mouth to tear off a button from the puppet, propelling it at high speed to intercept the thrown gold coin, and then using his lung power to retrieve the coin midair. Silver, waking up in the nurse's office, is puzzled by Mash's kindness and wonders why Mash brought him there. Meanwhile, in Adler's room, Lemon delivers the alarming news about Langdorm's dominance in collecting gold coins. The imbalance sets the stage for a showdown between Lang and Adler dorms, with Mash, Lance, and Dot deciding to confront Lang to prevent them from producing the next divine visionary. Wahlberg penalizes Mash with a week of Owl Hut cleaning. Lance joins to guard Mash from potential Lang attacks. Meanwhile, Magia Lupus members Olore Andrew and Answer Shinri confront Mash. Olore traps Mash in a water area, transforming into a sea shark. Answer targets Lance with attacks, and they aim to take Mash's gold coin. Despite Mash's swimming concerns, Olore's transformation and attacks fail against Mash's unexpected swimming abilities. Lance seizes a gold coin from Olore. Abyss Razor intervenes, teleports behind Mash and Lance, rendering Lance's magic unusable. Mash tries to attack Abyss, who effortlessly evades. Abyss hints at a future confrontation and realizes Mash shares similarities with him, lacking magic but possessing extraordinary speed. Rhodes Emus, an aggressive Orca dorm member, falls to Abyss, who effortlessly seizes his gold coin. Lance aims to locate their dorm to secure their coins. At the infirmary, Tom, drained of magical energy, recalls a disturbing dream. Lemon gifts Mash a cream puff lucky charm, urging him to keep it always. Later, Mash, Lance, Dot, and Finn explore the school at night. They uncover Lemon as a puppet and follow her to a hidden door where Mash smashes the door open with leverage magic. They find themselves in a mysterious arena as Shuen Getsuku from Langdorm challenges them to wager coins for a fight. Dot confronts Shuen using explosive magic and trick her. Meanwhile, Wahlberg learns of 6 dangerous inmates' escape, aided by Innocent Zero. Dot sets up explosive traps against Shuen, surprising him with a time bomb, winning the bout. The group gets separated into different rooms. Lance faces Worth Maddle, the third Fang. Dot and Finn encounter Love Cute and Milo Genius, fourth and fifth Fangs. Mash encounters Abyss, the second Fang, preparing for a confrontation. Lance engages Worth using Graviole, but Worth escapes into the ground and creates mud copies. Despite Lance's gravity attacks, Worth hampers his movements. Worth invites Lance to join Magialupus but is declined. Lance adapts his Graviole sideways, forcing Worth's hand by hurling rubble. Worth boosts his power with a magical potion, summoning a mud demon named Mudoro Devilus. Lance, encouraged by the power of friendship, retaliates by creating gravitational pillars. He ultimately tears apart the demon using Graviole's second torture pole, defeating Worth's strongest magic. Lance tries to understand Worth's worth and leaves him with a book he found. Meanwhile, Abyss challenges Mash, revealing a device draining Lemon's magic. Abyss, equipped with an evil eye, plans to render Lemon magicless permanently. Mash vows to beat him and faces Abyss's Acceleraze Sphere attack, enduring multiple strikes. Abyss unveils the power of his evil eye and continues to assail Mash within a force field. Despite Abyss's advantage, Mash gains control and defeats him, acknowledging Abyss's tragic past but asserting his unwavering stance. Abyss warns Mash about Abel, expressing regret and uncertainty before parting ways. Mash, determined to challenge Abel, assures Abyss of their unchanged relationship and leaves on a hopeful note, proposing they share cream puffs someday. In the heated altercation between Love, Dot, and Finn, Love demands affirmation from Dot about her cuteness. However, Dot's loyalty to Lemon prompts Love's aggressive attack, triggering a confrontation. Love threatens to petrify Mash using Milo's spell. Dot recalls past experiences that shaped his passive attitude towards conflict. The weird child attempts to defeat Finn, but Dot intervenes, surprising her with a sudden surge of magical power. This unanticipated strength in Dot intrigues Love, who learns about his unique warding cross-marking. Dot, though angry at Love's insult towards Mash, refrains from attacking and eventually gains control of his magic, compelling Love to stop her assault. As the situation intensifies, Milo, disappointed in Love's incapacity to handle single-liners, joins the conflict, threatening Mash's fate with his petrification spell. However, Raynames, a student with extraordinary abilities, and Atlas Ace, appears, swiftly overpowering Milo. Rain's intervention showcases his exceptional prowess and deepens the mystery surrounding his presence. Rain initiates an investigation and confronts Mash, testing his abilities with an arachnibus and sword magic. Despite Mash's lack of conventional magical power, Rain senses Mash's determination and unique potential, offering a healing kerchief and encouraging him to aim for the position of Divine Visionary. Rain's departure leaving Mash contemplating his next move, leading him to an encounter with Abel. Inadvertently breaking down a door, Mash enters Abel's presence, setting the stage for a significant confrontation. In the climactic showdown between Mash and Abel, their clash reveals Abel's ruthless plan to eliminate those without magical abilities. Their battle escalates as Abel attempts to control Mash using puppet magic, coercing him into attacking Finn and asserting his dominance. However, Mash surprises Abel by outmaneuvering his control and outwitting his attempts to take the gold coin. Abel, increasingly surprised by Mash's resilience and instinctive movements, unleashes his most potent magic, Harm Puppet, aiming to turn everything within a 100-meter radius into puppets. To his shock, Mash breaks free from the transformation, demonstrating an unexpected ability to resist Abel's magic through instinctual reactions. Mash, with his unique abilities and instinct-driven movements, continues to baffle Abel, ultimately overpowering him and defeating his strongest magic, Harm Puppet. As Mash emerges victorious, Abel reflects on his past, revealing his tragic loss of his compassionate mother, whose death led him to form his drastic plans. Despite Abel's defeat, he reluctantly releases the students he turned into puppets, including Lemon. Finn and Lemon express gratitude to Mash for saving them, and Dot joins them after his hard-fought battle. Lance's encounter with Rain takes a dark turn as Rain faces off against a member of Innocent Zero, John Pierre, who introduces himself as a serial killer and poses a significant threat. As tensions heighten and Rain faces a formidable adversary, Mash and his friends celebrate their reunion and contemplate the whereabouts of Lance, unaware of the looming danger surrounding Rain's confrontation with a member of Innocent Zero. In the midst of Mash's celebration with his friends after defeating Abel, Cell War from Innocent Zero suddenly appears, causing chaos by attacking Abel and endangering Lemon, Finn, and Dot. As Mash returns and attempts to intervene, Cell's actions intensify, threatening Abyss's life and prompting Mash to protect his friends. Despite Cell's relentless attacks using Carbo Rain and Carbo Heavy Rain spells, Mash remains resolute in defending Abyss, even as Abel stands by, recognizing Abyss's noble intentions. Mash's determination to save Abyss stems from his own reflections on empathy and the understanding of others' struggles. As Cell's assault continues, Mash's friends witness his valiant efforts to combat Cell's magic. Mash's unconventional strategy of using physical strength rather than magic surprises everyone, including Cell, who employs the Spellflexion Mirror, a formidable item designed to reflect magic spells. Despite warnings from Dot, Mash bravely breaks the mirror without resorting to magic, unveiling his ability to confront challenges without magical powers. Mash's actions perplex Cell, leading to an unexpected turn when a symbol appears on Cell's hand after touching Mash. Subsequently, Cell is apprehended by an unknown force, buying Mash and his friends time to assist Abyss. As Abel thanks Mash for his help with Abyss, Mash's friends are amazed by his surprising ability to handle situations without using magic. However, as a captured student threatens to reveal Mash's secret, Mash remains surprisingly calm, sparking curiosity among his friends about his next move. Meanwhile, Cell returns to Innocent Zero, reporting to their leader about finding what was lost, stirring anticipation for an impending development that may influence Mash's future actions. Thanks for getting your anime fix. If you enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button. Until next time.